So moving on from Civil Wars is the film Monster. It's a Japanese film by Hirokazu Kore-eda. It was released in the UK in March 2024, so hold your horses with the comments that I'm sure I'm going to get flooded in. Like, that came out 2023! Came out 2024 in the UK, motherfuckers.
Well, the comments will all be in Japanese, so we won't understand anyway.
It looks
Tom,
angry.
can you read kanji?
Nah,
No, but it looks
angry. Yeah. It looks fierce. So yeah, Monster came out. I saw this one on the plane.
So you had the optimal
So
viewing
experience. Exactly. So
audio crystal clear, 720p.
I just love that. I could just listening to Monster, and all I could hear was like, would you like some crisps with your meal?
Lovely. Perfect viewing experience.
10 out of 10. So yeah, I will, and I'll go into this later, but I will watch this film again because obviously it's not ideal because I was tired.
Yeah,
totally. But what I remember of the film, so again, sorry, this is not a very comprehensive review on the film Monster, but
it's fine.
Just to go,
we've got like 600 to get through.
So just give a very brief overview of the film, and this won't be a complete overview because again, I'm very, very tired, and so my memory's a bit faded. But essentially, it's about a child who, let's say, is a little bit troubled, quite quiet, keeps coming home, the usual drawing, quite weird drawings, and the mum is very concerned, and she's coming to school, and basically comes back, and he's got like a bruise on him, and so she thinks that he's getting bullied, but the more that she delves into it, it's kind of discovered that actually a teacher has hit him, and it's about so the mother is like fiercely trying to figure out what has happened to her son, who's done this, and getting to the bottom of it. What's really great about this film is then it completely switches the perspective of the film to the teacher, and then we get his account of what's happened. And I guess where the title comes in, it's the sense of like a monster in the fact of like an abuser, or like a monster of like an overprotecting mother, like, you know, or
this is really interesting.
Yeah, or a monster as in like a child who may or may not be playing up what's happened and getting a teacher into trouble.
That's a really interesting and difficult thing to explore. Thank God you saw this on a plane.
Oh, absolutely!
Really,
I'm so glad. I'm so happy. I gave that proper viewing experience.
That's really that's very brave.
It's very.
It's the opposite of Civil War.
Yeah. No, this is all humanity. And it's
willing to go into shit.
Yes, and
that's a difficult topic, man.
Yeah, it's done incredibly well. The sense of panic from all parties is really well done. The panic from the mum trying to find out what's happened to her son. The panic from the teacher trying to find out what's maybe happened. Is there some kind of lost? And then the kind of trying to figure out what's going on in this kid's head is just. You don't know. You have no idea where it's going to go.
Yeah.
You just have no idea. Well, you just think at any minute it's either going to fucking turn for the worst or turn for the better, and you really do not know which way it's going to turn.
Oh, that's.
And it was a really brilliant kind of delve down the rabbit hole of like what's going to happen, and the switching of perspectives is done incredibly, incredibly well.
As good as The Last of Us 2.
No, Sean. No, nothing is.
Sorry, not to derail. It was an opportunity. This is how you switch perspectives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know, just watching Monster and then just cuts to Abby.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
who's the real monster, eh?
The real monster.
Oh.
And actually, in fact, The Last of Us 2 is I will say it, even though a completely different setting, it's very much a similar theme of like, what's the definition of a monster?
And murder's bad. Don't forget that. Revenge. Yeah. No one wins. Yeah. Except for
Well, it's like, you know what, and again, it's like revenge. It's kind of like what revenge does to people, but it's done in a much more human story. It's you know, the mum is like obsessed with like protecting her child, so she gets vicious. The teacher gets incredibly defensive. He gets vicious, and the kid is like he's vicious. Like it's really, really, really good. where it drops off, and this is why I need to watch it again, is that the end of the film is very different from the setup of the film. Basically, it picks a road. The film picks a road
Right.
where it's going to go down. It's fair enough. It's the writer's choice. Like it's his vision. But the road that it picked, it's very hard. It's very hard to explain this, but like it's a very. It's just not what I expected it was going to be.
Is it a cop out?
No, it's not a cop out.
Okay.
It's just not what I was expecting it to be, and therefore I had to kind of adjust my viewing lens to adjust to
Sure.
where it had gone. And then it turns into something quite different by the end. Again, I really don't want to
Okay.
spoil anything
No,
because
don't.
I really want to watch it again, and I really think people should watch it because it is very, very, very well made, and it's very well written as well. Like the pacing and the jumping between perspectives is just really, really good. But like, I need to figure out what he is thinking, the filmmaker is thinking about this ending.
Or do you feel that it was kind of you didn't really understand, and not on you, but it's like it became unclear. or
It becomes a slightly whimsical ending. It's kind of like it becomes grander, it becomes bigger than that more focused beginning.
Okay.
That beginning is very
on paper. This doesn't mean it doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Is it something's lost? It doesn't pull it off.
Exactly. Its scope expands into something a little bit grander.
Okay.
And for the whole film, I'm very used to this very narrow lens of like what's going on with the kid and this event, and then it kind of turns into something just much more open, and it's much more about it. Basically, it focuses on the kid as it should do. Like the film, like you kind of know it's going to focus on the kid, but finding out what's wrong with him, that's where it kind of expands into something a bit more bigger than what I was expecting. So I was caught a bit off guard by that.
Sure.
I had to kind of adjust, and that's why I'm finding it quite difficult to kind of remember what really kind of happened in that final 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And I need to see it again, basically.
Sure.
And
But it feels like if it did that, doing that and changing and going somewhere you didn't expect and changing tone or style or theming or whatever it is, that doesn't that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it sounds like it didn't quite work. I mean,
Yeah.
you say like you have to see it again, definitely, but like if it worked, you'd know. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
But I do know what you mean of seeing it again, as in like it's kind of hard to describe, I guess.
It is.
You have to go into it.
And of course, there is the whole thing of like, I know a lot of it is kind of lost in translation. My wife,
Probably should have turned on subtitles. Fuck! Of course.
I'm just getting.
I have no
I'm
idea
just
what
getting
they're
occasional arigato, and that's it. Like every now and then, I know they're saying thank you.
I know that one.
I know that one.
Sayonara.
And Baka, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
But like Fiona's seen it, and the only way she said it to me is she said it's very Japanese the way it ends, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
what does that mean? And it's like, yeah, it's like, and she kind of struggled to kind of explain that, but she was like, I can't explain it, but it's just a very, very Japanese way of ending a film.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, and I'm kind of like maybe that's the point. It's just like it's a more of an expression of feeling rather than maybe than a more like Poorer Things is very much like a very neat loop into the end.
We do like our neat story
Yeah,
structure.
whereas this is
don't
more
we?
like it's neat and then it kind of turns into more emotive, like
more
a feeling,
than a message.
Exactly.
Or a concept.
And that's why I
Okay.
think I need to watch it again.
Sure.
That's why I wouldn't rate this as high as I would now. I need to watch it again, but like, I give this a fucking. I give it a 4 monsters.
4. Okay.
Yeah, because the first 2/3 of that film is incredible.
Right.
It's incredible.
I got you. Yeah.
I mean, like, absolutely brilliant. Like, you are really like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Kind of like, and even though I think that proves like how kind of like well made it is. That even though I wasn't really getting the ending, it's not like I went, well, that's shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't go, oh, fuck, that's awful. I was like, oh, what? Like, and again, I was like half asleep on the plane. Wait.
I don't get the ending. But sorry, yeah, so 4...
I give it 4 monsters out of... I don't fucking know. Arigato.
5 perspectives.
5 perspectives, yes. Changing perspectives. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So I would definitely recommend watching it.
I would definitely check it out.
Definitely, it's really good. It's also the pacing wise. I will just say, like, that I think another thing as well is like when it does change into that more of a feeling, quite noticeably the pacing changes as well. We get that very quick linear pacing, and it very much devolves into, well, not devolves, but kind of sort of expands into a much gentler pace. But there's still a bit of urgency there. There's still an urgency there, but it's quite noticeable, and I think that's why my sort of head
transforms into a slightly different
yeah, exactly. And I think that's why I naturally slightly struggle to adjust to it a little bit at the end, but still fantastic. I mean, I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes, fucking nothing. I mean, like,
well, as in no one saw it.
No, as in like I can't take Rotten Tomatoes seriously at all. Like, there's like things that are like 100% on Rotten Tomato, and I'm like, it means like nothing.
But isn't that critic versus user rating, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean,
no, never listen to the critic rating.
No. But this has got a.
I mean, what's Eva Perez before all the Twitter shit came out?
God.
You have to use the Wayback Machine, but what is it then to what is it now? I'm very curious.
What's it
called? I mean, we shouldn't get into that. Well, it'll be part of it, I guess.
Eva Perez.
But not to derail this.
Amelia Perez.
Amelia Perez.
That has got a. Bear with us.
We wait in bated breath, people. This
bated breath.
The delays, the accepting website cookies.
I've just got to reject them all. At a 72, actually, that's quite. At a 72 tomato.
Yeah, but that's now
17 audience.
Yeah,
score.
Cool. Well, there you go. But like, that's now. I'd want to know what its rating was when it first came out. Before the controversy.
100. Yeah, probably 100.
The fucking rating's cooked.
Yeah. But anyway,
bollocks.
But going back to Monsters, like that is that's quite a fair score. I'd say like it got like a 7.8 on IMDb, and I'm like, I feel like that's a fair score. I'd have to watch it. I have to watch it again though. Yeah, that's the big thing. Cool. Monsters.
We were just talking about how we have to how we outro and intro each of these things. We've been trying to keep it all like, okay, or moving on and stuff, and then our outros have just been like, oh, don't say it. Oh, this is Monster 3 out of 4. This is going to devolve to
that was Monsters. I'll give it 4 aeroplane engines out of 5 farts in row F.
What's more confusing as well is like if these are going to be, if we do segment these in the end, because we're going for like 10 hours otherwise, it's going to be on previous videos that might not even be in order. Let's intentionally not upload them in order, so we confuse what we're jumping off from. There'll be like context of like, right, so that's Civil War. It's like, the fuck, did you review Civil War yet? It's not uploaded yet. Just do it all in random order.
Oh, you have to wait until that comes out.
That banger of a meandering fucking.
That's how you get them in, Sean. That's how you get the viewers in.
The promise of war, but the reality of ball.
Let's go on, everyone. Civil Wars.
It's a ball.